Hey folks, how you all doing? It's Tom Numbers here. So it's with 362 days into Trump's presidency, that comes to 245 Thomas Sidney Bushnell, currency revaluation. And in terms of currency revaluation, get yourself a Tangent, a wallet, crypto wallet before the prices jump up. Get yourself that. You get a discount. Use the link Tom Numbers below, and you'll be away to the races. So 245 Thomas Sidney Bushnell plus 117 is manifesting, and there's been some fun things again today. So I watched the film, caught the tail end of Heat, and I did a little video on the end credits where you see Tom Numbers appear at the end credits of the film Heat. And the other thing with Heat is I've spoken to the director, writer of Heat, Michael Mann, and I've also met Al Pacino, who stars in that film. So it's a fun one. I've mentioned before, but some of you haven't seen the end credits, so I made a video of that today for you. So it's all fun. It's fun in the Matrix. Hey, good to see you all, folks. Today would be, what is the date today? Is it the 17th or the 18th? If it's the 17th, that's 117, January 17th, which is manifesting. If it's 118, it's the Matrix, and that's the first number I ever got. So, oh, thanks, John C. That's very kind of you. But it's fun. It's fun. It would be one thing to have Tom Numbers appear at the end of the film credits, and then to add extra to I've met the real Al Pacino, who was very gregarious, very friendly when I met him, and I've spoken to Michael Mann, the director. So, you know, I always bring the numbers to you, and I always bring my evidence for it. Well, the numbers themselves are evidence. Gematria is 74, energy, English 74, DeLorean 74. And if you think of the word or two words, simple gematria, sim, S-I-M, simulation. So the numbers are the cheat codes to the simulation. And when we do the numbers, are we punching on the simulation keyboard? Are we affecting our timelines? Feels to me that we are. That's what it feels like. The beauty of the name Tom Numbers is something I didn't even come up with it. You, the audience, gave it to me. So it all seems like it was meant to be. But it's great fun, and it's a lot of fun when I see it. Q posts. I haven't seen one recently, new ones, but there's loads of them. I've not read all of them. I know the big ones, but there's thousands of them. So it might be a fun exercise to go through and read all of them. But yeah, how's everyone doing anyway? This week has been good. Just feels last week was quite heavy, and you saw that in some of my videos, but the energy seems to have shifted. Did I mention the circle yesterday I saw? Not sure if I did, I can't remember. So when I was doing the show and you saw that mist thing appear on Boxing Day, when I was doing my live on the cliff, I went out for a walk yesterday afternoon, and I saw exactly in line with it, down on the beach though. I was up on the cliff, but I saw it on the beach, what looked like almost like a crop circle. It wasn't a crop circle. From just as kind of someone walking past, they'd think it would be made just by people's footsteps. But it was 12 steps but it was in a perfect circle. And then I shared it with someone, and there's a slight line through it, so it does actually look like a Q. I'll have to post the picture. But it's interesting, it's in the same line of where that event happened with that cloudy thing that popped out of nowhere. So something is going on. I don't know if it's a full circle, if it's a confirmation of, or just another piece to the puzzle. But things are, it's interesting. It's interesting for sure. I watched as well so do you remember the other day when I did the video when President Trump said Tom members? It sounded like Tom numbers, and then he said the kid is coming back. So I watched the film Hamnet this evening at the movies, and it's about William Shakespeare and Hamlet. But I didn't know Hamnet and Hamlet can be the same names. I think even in the description at the beginning of the film, I have to watch it again, but I think it said, it gave a definition from the 17th century. So 17 is obviously Q. But as I was watching the film, some things popped into my mind. And Michael Gambon pretty sure he told me he used to act at the Globe, which is Shakespeare's theatre on the River Thames. River Thames is 138 Donald Trump. But I was thinking some things as the end credits came up. I was like, oh, there's going to be an Easter egg in this. And President Trump said, Tom numbers, he said, the kid's coming back. And I mentioned at the time that my friend Jack Kidd is the one that pointed that out to me. But I was watching the end credits, and that popped someone's name called Thomas Kidd. I was like, there you go, got it. But I felt there's something coming up on these end credits of that film tonight, and there it was. And then I came home, and then I saw the end of Heat, and Tom Numbers was up there, so I made the video. So it is a lot of fun, folks, in the simulation. It's confusing sometimes, but we ride with it, we're here. We're learning how these things work. And it does feel like the numbers are keys on the simulation computer. Computer's 111, New York is 111. My journey with the numbers first started in New York when I met Ivanka. And the rest is history. History is frequency. How do you change your frequency? Or how do you change your history? You do it through frequency. And energy is frequency. Energy is 74 gematria. So when we do the numbers, we're affecting the timeline. And I can't prove, was Tom Numbers always in the end of the film Heat? I don't know. They say there was a guy, he's passed away now. But it's interesting, he passed away in 2017. If you drop the 0, 217 is Mission Impossible. And it's also Tom Sidney Bushnell. So there you go, folks. There you go. But these things keep popping up, like Bushnell Avenue in Back to the Future, the real location of where Biff and Lorraine lived. That's the real street they filmed on, Bushnell Avenue. And Bushnell is a very rare name. I don't know any other Bushnells other than my immediate family. There's the Bushnell binoculars, Bushnell telescope, Bushnell sight finders in Kansas City. I've been there, and that's on Cody Road. And my family, I didn't live there, but my family later on in life lived for a good few years on a street called Cody Road. And Farnborough is 125, which is time travel. And the Farnborough Airport is used in the movie Inception, which is a great Q movie as well, where it says positive emotion trumps negative emotion every time. So Christopher Nolan's the White Hat director. I think Michael Mann probably is as well. There's a part towards the end of the film, Heat, where De Niro, we know a bad actor, but that's how it's been. They've had to use good and bad actors. But he's a good actor in terms of an actor, but as a bad player, on the bigger picture. He goes and gets one of the baddies on the 17th floor, and then they mention 17 a few times towards the end of the film. So it's very interesting. Someone put in the comments as well about Figueroa on 6th, where they do the bank heist, And then I was thinking of Figueroa. I think in Bohemian Rhapsody with Queen, with Freddie Mercury, I think Figueroa is mentioned in Bohemian Rhapsody. Might have to check that, but in my head, I think it's Figueroa. He goes through all these names. So anyway, there you have it, folks. It's beautiful things. Yeah, True Lies is one of them. Outbreak, Heat, Titanic. The Curious Case of Benjamin Button is another one with top numbers in. And Pearl Harbor. And I took my grandparents to that movie. They hadn't been to the movies for years, but I took my nan wanted to watch that. So I remember taking both Eileen and Sydney to the movies years ago, but they'd not been to there. And Kate Beckinsale's in that film. And I used to have a poster of Kate Beckinsale on my wall. I had a bunch of women on there, all on the inside of my wardrobe, actually it was. But later in life, I met Kate Beckinsale as well. So it's, this is how it works, folks. This is how it works. The numbers are cheat codes. They're keys on the keyboard, and we use them with fun. But it's a coded reality. That's what it is. Code is 27 red, and 27 is also JFK. So, and a God, or God 1, is also 27. God is 26, game is 26. There's 26 letters in the alphabet. The clues are there, and that's why you tune in. That's what we do together, so. Anyway, thanks, Starfire. God bless you. If you like the show, subscribe, retweet it, repost it, send a PayPal if you want to. I'll thank you in the coming days on the chat. And if you want to do a one-to-one, I've got a one-to-one coming up this week, and might have some more later in the week. So get in touch. Did I have a date tonight? No, I didn't, but I did go out tonight. Yeah, so I like that. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, Johnny. Love you too, buddy. Cheers. But it was fun to go out tonight. I went to the movies, spoke to a friend of mine, and met some other friends. So it was cool. It was good. It was good evening. Hey, from Iowa. There you go. Iowa 48 Tom. Did you know that, Michelle? If you spell the word Iowa, it's 48, and Tom is 48. So brave is 48. Blood is 48. A fun, naughty word beginning with S is also 48. So there you go. Anyway, lots of love, folks. I'll see you tomorrow. All right. Take care. God bless. Bye.